It has been a few weeks since launch of the Redmi K30, and although I don't have it on hand, it looks like a promising device. That said, in this video I'll be comparing it to its predecessor, the Redmi K20, which was released a while back, to see which is better in what aspects, and more importantly, which is worth your money. Beginning from the inside, the Redmi K20 is powered by the Snapdragon 730, which although isn't the best, is a powerful processor capable of handling anything thrown at it. On the other hand, the K30 is slightly better as it is powered by the Snapdragon 730G. This processor is just a little step up from the 730 as it has an overclocked GPU, which makes it more suited for gaming. For more clarification, I have linked a video from C4 Tech in which he explains in detail the difference between the 730 and the 730G. That said, first point goes to the Redmi K30. When it comes to battery and charging, the Redmi K30 takes it again as it has a 4500 mAh battery and 27 watts fast charging capabilities that Redmi claims charges their battery from 0 to 100 in just 1 hour. Not far behind, the Redmi K20 has a 4000 mAh battery and 18 watts fast charging, which charges its smaller battery in about 1 hour and 43 minutes. Again, point Redmi K30. Moving on to the display. This is the most difficult part to judge, as both devices have their strengths. The Redmi K30 comes with a 6.66-inch hole-punch display with a 20:9 aspect ratio, as opposed to the smaller 6.39-inch full-screen Redmi K20 display with 19:9 aspect ratio. That said, the biggest difference in display comes from the fact that the K20 has an AMOLED screen as opposed to the LCD on the K30. But the K30 also comes with a 120Hz display refresh rate, which exceeds the 60Hz present on the K20. I will give the point to the K20 as having an AMOLED screen and the immersiveness of the full screen display is more useful than a 120Hz display, especially because currently not all apps support this high refresh rate. Point Redmi K20. On the camera side, the K20 has 3 rear cameras, which include a 48 megapixel Sony IMX582 main sensor, an 8 megapixel telephoto lens, plus a 13 megapixel wide angle lens, and a 20 megapixel as selfie camera. The K30 on the other hand has 4 rear cameras, which include a 64 megapixel Sony IMX686 sensor, an 8 megapixel ultra wide, 2 megapixel macro lens, and a 2 megapixel depth sensor. In addition to that, it has a 20 megapixel selfie camera with 2 megapixel depth sensor. I have not tested the Redmi K30 camera myself, but based on the specs and the fact that it has a Sony IMX686, which is an upgrade to the 586 or 582, I'll expect that the K30 will have a better performance. Point Redmi K30. When we talk design, we should straight away talk about the Redmi K20, as it has a simple yet bold design with the implementation of the pop-up camera, the bold colors, and the red accents around the power button and the camera. The K30 on the other hand has a good design, but just not as good as the K20. Point Redmi K20. That brings us to the last category of this comparison, which is price. The K20 is currently sold at the price tag of $285 US. The K30 although is the successor, is sold at a much cheaper price of $230 US. Considering all it packs, this is a clear winner. Point: Redmi K30. The K30 is indeed a wonderful bang for the buck phone, but its impact in the segment has been subdued by the fact that it omits the AMOLED screen and goes for the inferior LCD screen, which is also the reason for the fingerprint sensor being moved to the side. So, if you're looking for a phone with an amazing aesthetic and features usually found only in flagship devices, I'll suggest you go for the Redmi K20. But if you don't mind the lack of the AMOLED screen, the in-display fingerprint sensor, the full screen display, and you're more interested in gaming and a bigger screen, well, the K30 will be perfect for you. That will be all from me today. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.